नमस्ते फ्रेंड, आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है। फ्रेंड्स, 12th बाईपार्टाइट सेटलमेंट, ए फ्यू कंसर्न, बैंक वर्कर्स यूनिटी। जो 12th बाईपार्टाइट सेटलमेंट है उसके 3-4 राउंड बीत चुके, लेकिन अभी तक जो एक रूपरेखा बन के आनी चाहिए, आउटलाइन बन के आना चाहिए कि क्या होने वाला फर्दर, अभी पता नहीं चला। और इस बारे में एक हमारे बैंकर्स ने लिखा है, subsequent to the third round of the negotiating committee meeting held on 29 September 23, meetings of the working groups on special pay post and duties, revised DA formula, disciplinary action and the procedure for workmen, officers disciplinary procedure, conduct rules and leave and LFC rules were held on 11, 12, 30th and 26 October 23. A meeting of core committee was also held on 25th October 23. The fourth round of the negotiating committee meeting was held on 27th October 23. Various demands submitted in the Charter of Demands were discussed. In these meetings, truly the negotiations are progressing well at good place. Unprecedentedly, however, a few issues as narrated below have come to the fore which need to be addressed. Discrimination in the workmen subcommittees. In case of officer, all the three organizations participating in the negotiation, namely IBOC, INBOC, NOBO, take part in all the meetings of the working groups which deal with the service conditions like leave, disciplinary action, etc. Whereas in the case of workmen, only two unions, namely AIBA and NCBE, participate in the meeting of the working groups, leaving out the other three other unions, namely BPS, INVEF and NOBW. This discrimination has been pointed out by BPS in its communication to the UFBU on 4th October 23. We appreciate inclusion of all three officers associations in the subcommittee related with the dearness allowance, which is a common issue. Three representatives from Officers Association and the Workmen Unions have been included. Pitifully, in related to the matters of workmen, we observed that the representative only two workmen unions, AIBA and NCB, out of 5 have been included in the subcommittee. This is absolutely ridiculous and illogical, stated BFE in the said communication. It is learned that all the issues that have been discussed in the subcommittee meetings would be placed before the UFBU meeting for approval before entering into any formal understanding with the IBA. Why should union raise management's demand? One more issue that is causing concern is the one of the workmen union, namely AIBA, in its central committee meeting had decided as the CC approved the broad approach to be taken in the negotiation for any early and adequate wage revision without compromising on any of the fundamental service conditions, and that efforts should be made to make the workmen cadre more and more utility oriented with suitable enhancement of the duties and the responsibilities. So far, we have seen that the management only used to place a counter demand seeking enhancement of duties and responsibilities of workmen cadre, but it is strange that a workmen union is placing such a demand. The same CCAIBA observed in many branches employees are unable to complete their duty routine work within the office hours and are compelled to sit late. This is resulting in the work related stress and employees find it difficult to cope up with the same. AIB unions has given agitation call including strike action to redress the issue. Our question is, when the employees are already unable to complete their daily routine within office hours and recently undergoing work related stress, how would they manage with enhanced duties and responsibilities? Further, it is strange that only two workmen unions, namely AIB and NCB, take part in the meetings of working groups that discuss special pay posts and duties. Why does the UOB raise the demand for change of base year to 2016? The UOB circular dated 28 October 23 states that we had demanded that in the new settlement after such merger of DA, the DA scheme should be switched from 1960 to 100 index series to 2060 100 index series. The working group has agreed to recommend the same to the negotiation committee, where final decision would be taken. Here we need to cautious. Already central trade unions have registered their protest over the change of base year from 2001 to 2060 on many grounds. C2 has raised serious concern over the stating the Labour Bureau deliberately ignored the very fact that even in the midst of the economic slowdown, the prices of the essential items, food items in particular, always remain on the rise and did not hesitate to arbitrarily as well as drastically reduce the weight assigned to the food items in the standard consumption basket from 46.2 to 39% for the purpose of computation of the consumer price index. Further, it has said manipulation by the government with a dubious intent does not end here. It is also done in the linking factor for converting the numbers from 2016 to 2001 series equivalent to the suppress the impact of actual price rise. Two previous changes of the base year witnessed a higher linking factor of 4.93 and 4.63. Now a 16 years gap entailed a linking factor of only 2.88. From the above, it is obvious that the Indian government has changed the weightage in the basket of the computation with an intent to suppress the real increase in consumer price index commensurate with the price rise, and secondly, the conversion factor from the base year 2001 to 2016 is grossly less compared to those of the previous times. Presently, only CPI with the base year 2016 is published with the conversion factor of 2.88. The issues raised by the central trade unions need to be addressed. At this juncture, why should UOB demand change of the base year of 2016? There is also a talk that it would entail some cost. If so, one fails to understand what benefit would accrue to the bank employees and the officers by accepting the change of base year to 2016 for the some cost. It is for the leaders in the negotiating committee to ponder over and clarify this to general bank employees and officers. सबसे बड़ी बात है, there is no transparency. Leaders are befooling the employees. वो अपने में खिचड़ी पकाते हैं, आपको कुछ नहीं बताते हैं, और जब तक कुछ निकल के आता है तब तक बहुत देर हो जाता है. थैंक यू, नमस्कार.